Liam Rosenior has been sacked as Chelsea manager. I don't think anyone's really surprised. I think we all expected this to happen at some point. And realistically, in the first place, did anyone really expect him to succeed? I don't think Liam Rosenior at Chelsea could have gone much worse for the ownership. A 6-year deal. Initially, they brought him in, as I said, on the TikTok, I've been saying, the scapegoat. You know, they needed someone to cover their ass when Maresca left his role because of how unbearable they are to work with. Same with Pochettino, same with Tuchel. They needed someone to come in and save their bollocks, save their ass. And they were like, yo, Liam Rosenior, we've worked with him at 18 months at Strasbourg. You know, Liam, he's done an excellent job. You know, we knew Liam for a very long time. We want to review him at the end of the year. We're going to give him some time. Behdad was saying all this, that, and all this rubbish that these man talking in these conferences. Private equity, this and business, this. Shut up, man. Like, talk about football, bruv. No, shut up, man. Like, they brought him in to be like, cool, someone we work with. And just, yeah, I mean, the tone deafness there, they haven't got a clue, mate, bringing him in the first place. And also, I wanted him to succeed. I never wanted him because we never should have had him. If you're going to sack Maresca, someone else, and you're going to sack Rosenior and sell the likes of Garnacho and all these guys that you guys have brought in. And they're now, a lot of the briefs are like acceptance amongst the hierarchy that we have to learn, and a lot of things are going wrong. There's no accountability. No accountability. I'm actually just getting angry now because there's no accountability for anyone but the managers, the players. But they're like, oh, they're like, oh, you know, oh, we're gonna learn and we're gonna this and we're gonna that, bruv. You can't just we're gonna learn your way through it. There has to be accountability to the top level of sports. That Bermuda Triangle, Behdad, Paul Winstanley, and brother, what's his name, Lawrence Stewart. Bruv, that guy looks like a cotton ball, fam. He's just there in the crowd with his suit on, bruv, bursting out of it. Let me not be peeking it more personal, but I'm just angry. I'm angry because these men are just tearing apart the football club and, oh, you know, we're learning. We're gonna do things different next year. You don't know what you're doing next year, blood. You don't even know what competition you're gonna be in. But don't worry. They've told Cole Palmer and Reece James that we're gonna do things properly in the summer. Brother, you man probably still thought you were gonna be in Champions League. You're probably not even gonna be in any league, fam. You were lucky to still be in the Premier League, fam. I'm sure you man have probably broken some more rules to twang the financials so that you man don't go under, fam. Like, there's no accountability. Again, it's always going to descend into all of my videos about anything at this moment. It's just going to descend into blue coat rants because all of the rants, all of the things that go wrong, it's about blue coat. So I have to rant about blue coat because that's what all comes down to. But to talk about actual Liam Rosenior, but to talk about his actual time here, Liam Rosenior started well. Started well. I like some of the ideas that he put in place initially. I like some of the changes in profiling, and I was like, you know what? I like the way that some of us were cheekily getting onto Enzo Maresca, and the way, honestly, this fan base. I mean, this fan base deserve it. Some of the way that they've treated Enzo Maresca, and you know, acted as if it was all his fault, and this, that, and the third. And then even when Rossini was winning games, oh, this would have never happened. And then Maresca, shut up, man. Even I was indulging in it. I'll be real. But never should have got rid of Enzo Maresca. But he came in, had some ideas. We had a bit of a bounce, and we were like, you know what, we can do a thing here. Maybe take us to the top four. He qualified us for the Champions League, and that was looking quite bleak, even under Maresca. And yeah, but then it just started to go downhill. And for me, the turning point was PSG. That was the turning point. I think Arsenal, he tried, and I didn't mind his approach in that semi-final. The Arsenal game in the league, I didn't really mind it. I think in the league we were doing okay. We were in good form. We went and beat Napoli. We had a good performance over there. I think that, I mean, Burnley was bad. Burnley was quite bad. Some of the performances, Brentford, Burnley, they were bad. And at times there were tactical mishaps. There were sometimes defensive mishaps. That was the main thing for me. The defense, I thought we were structured absolutely terribly. Newcastle sticks out. So many times, just no rest defense, no structure at the back. You know, I liked that kind of 2-2 box that he had, and then the five across the back, and then the three kind of interior players, and then the wing backs and the striker. I liked that. Sometimes the 3-2-5, sometimes the 2-3-5 or the 2 whatever. I liked some of it, but the defense was never good enough. And for me, when he started doing all that tinkering, with the goalkeeper, I thought that was weird, and I think the game management in that PSG game wasn't great. The game was swinging. Even in the Arsenal tie, I think it could have been earlier. I think the games were swinging. And yeah, just the way that game ended, I think from there on, I think that was because we were 2-2 with a chance of maybe winning the game, maybe being responsible and still competing. You did a second leg. You have to know, you have to manage these things with having a chance to at least have given us a good account of ourselves and have a chance of going through at Stamford Bridge against PSG. And that go losing 8-2 there, I think that changed a lot. Because I think a lot of people then started to get onto him. A lot of people didn't really want him anyway, so it doesn't help that you go and then it doesn't help these things. Yeah. So from then onwards, I just think he was just muddied. We lost the Newcastle game as well, and then we just kept losing. Everton, we lost 3-0 again. Okay, you come back, international break, Port Vale, cool. He dealt with the Enzo Fernandez situation well, I thought, but then all the players start barking. I think from then, I think he lost the players from then, and the players I think are actually I think they're also doubting the ownership and Blue Co and all these things. I think they're with us in terms of wanting Blue Co and not really rating what their men are doing. And then yeah, we go and lose to what's it called? Who do we lose to? We had Everton, then we had Port Vale, and then we lost to who did we lose to again? Manchester City, 3-0 loss. Manchester United 1-0 loss, actually played quite well. And then 3-0 to Brighton. It's such a short reign. Like, it feels like the other day since we really came here. Yeah, very, very short reign, literally 4 months. It's mad, isn't it? Football club's in the bin. Like, how many times do we have multiple managers in the season? Like, so it's actually mad, this football club. It's actually crazy. Like, when a football club is having multiple managers and going back on the decisions frantically, that's how you know they're in the bin. Look at Tottenham, look at Forest. And I've told you guys before, that's our trajectory if we keep mismanaging this football club. I'm telling you. But, yeah, Rosenior, I think for me, when you lose the players, when you lose the fans were never really on you, but you didn't really captivate the fans, and then you lose. And but I think he was fighting uphill battle. The fans are already toxic. As soon as we lose, they're singing against him, they're singing against the blue because we're fed up. You know, very negative atmosphere. The players already they actively miss Maresca and didn't want him to go, so they're like flipping him up. It's like okay, what can this guy do? We didn't even know this guy before. They didn't even know him. Yes, you can't reinvent football. Football always experience, respect, and all these kind of things. These are always things in football. You can't reinvent the wheel. You're not gonna do. There's blueprints of how to win in football. Why are you ignoring them and trying to do something else? Because you think you're too smart and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. It hasn't worked, and you've got egg on your face. Everyone wants you out. Everyone hates you. Everyone in football thinks you're idiots. Think you run our club to the ground. Hold that. You all suck at your jobs. So you have to either get out or fix up. I don't think you're capable of fixing up. I don't think it's a lack of trying. I just think you're not good at your job. I don't think you know anything about football. I don't think you know what you're doing. So you have to go. There needs to be, if the ownership aren't going to go, there needs to be accountability with the leadership group. Get rid of the Bermuda Triangle with the twats of that leadership group that are signing bad players, signing bad managers, running everything absolutely terribly. They boil my blood. Seeing that flipping Paul Winstanley, bruv, listen, I don't want to say certain things, but bro, seeing that guy, bruv, swear down, fam. Listen, I wouldn't ask for a picture. If I see you in real life, I wouldn't, bruv. I'll probably just, bruv, listen. Because he's, seeing that guy in the Caicedo video when he's signing his contract, sat there folding his hands, I was just like, bruv, boy, I want to say certain things, but I'm not trying to do too much, but, bruv, I wonder if he goes home at night and thinks, yeah, bruv, like, kisses his wife, and, like, these guys are getting paid big money. He thinks, yeah, I'm doing a good job. I'm good at what I do. Joker. Absolute joker, bruv. Him and that flipping, what's his name, bruv? Lawrence Stewart, bruv. Flipping out. You don't even communicate with the fans. All these briefs, all this rubbish that you, man, put out. Beth Barley, flipping out. I hate you, man. I hate you guys, bro. It should never be this because of football. But what you've done to my football club and the snobbish nature that you have, I hate what you've done to my football club. I hate you for it. You have to know what you're getting into when you take on football. It's not all private equity. Run it properly. Run us into the ground. And again, as I said, it's always going to descend into a Blue Co rant. But yeah, Rosenior's been sacked. It is what it is. Who are we going to get next? Who is next? What is next? I said it on the TikTok. I'm absolutely convinced about who could be the next manager. They've talked about Eden Terzic. They've talked about Xabi Alonso. That's not happening. Terzic flipping hell. Farioli, I think, is happy with where he is. Xabi Alonso's not happening. Arne Slot maybe, but that's not happening. Ruben Amorim flipping out. I believe that the Chelsea job. I believe they have some of the best players, and I believe if were to use my system and work in tandem with my system and system of the club, I believe that we could do certain things. My job is to be the head coach, the manager. If we brought that guy in, bro, flipping out. But Coventry City are doing well. The fan base is in the mud. Everyone's angry. They need someone to appease the fans, just like Roman and Marina did when they sacked Sarri. Someone to bridge, the fan base. Frank Lampard, I would be so not shocked if that guy walks through the doors at Chelsea in the summer, because they need someone. They were singing Frank. They were singing at the girl last night. Bring Frank Lampard back and that. I wouldn't be surprised if they go and do that to save their asses again. Try to do it with Rosenior. Go and bring someone that will save their ass. I wouldn't be surprised, but let me know what you guys think will be next. I don't really know what's going to be next. I don't really care. Again, their ownership is the main thing. Changes in the leadership group. Let's see who the manager will be. It's going to be Callum McFarlane until the end of the season. What is in store for us for the next season? I like Callum McFarlane. Can he beat Leeds? The main thing is, can he beat Leeds? Can he devise something to beat Leeds? Can the players have a reaction with a new manager? And yeah, can we win the FA Cup? No. But can we try? Can we make the final at least? And yeah, the rest of the league, I mean, I guess just try to get the Europa League. Try to get the Europa League, because we actually need the Europa League. We're not going to get the Champions League, but yeah, we need the Europa League. And to be fair, it's not over, because if we finish 6th, even when we're not going to finish top 5. If we finish 6th and Villa win the Europa League, we could have a backdoor entrance. But just losing, yeah, we're not doing our job. But yeah, really much in the sacks. Tenztalks, love. We'll be there for Leeds. We move.